Yo, yo, yo. Yo, it's your boy Post. We're live. So you've now joined hoodactionnews.com with your boy Post. I'm on my live. If you want to contact me, if you want to talk about anything that we're going to talk about today, make sure you go on. Let me set my mic up. What's up with y'all today? It's a very sunny day outside. Very sunny day outside. You know what I mean? Now, I got a lot of news I want to talk about. It's a lot of things happening, a lot of things happening as we doing this now. So it's stuff happening all the time, right? Now, if you look on my screen, today is going to be scammers and killers. So today is going to be definitely scammers and killers. It's a lot of scammers and there's even more killers than it is scammers, right? So look on my screen right there, right? Me and Laura just a little bit. Look at the young lady on my screen right there, right? Nice looking young lady. Um, looks like a regular African American woman, right? Black woman, right? What do you think she did, right? Now, I'm not trying to be stereotypical, right? But like I said, today's going to be killers and scammers. Which one do you think she is? Do you think she's a killer or a scammer? Yo, leave a comment in the chat. Do you think she's a killer or a scammer? Right? Let's find out what she did. So let's find out what she did and how she did it. So the title of this is going to be, it says fake nurse used 20 aliases. Yo, fake nurse used 20 aliases. So I'm gonna put this back up on the screen. You see her? Fake nurse used 20 aliases. So let's see what she did, yo. Now, this is local to my area. It says Pennsylvania State Police, right? So I don't know where she's from. I don't know if she's from Philly, South Jersey, but it says fake nurse used 20 aliases, yo. So the scammers are out. So I'm gonna repeat that again. The scammers are out, and the killers are definitely out. But right now, we're gonna start it off with a scammer. So let's find out. Let's find out what this young lady actually did. What did she do? So what did she do, or what she ain't? What did she ain't do? Like I always say, what didn't she do?
By dozens of names, but she went by dozens of names, but police say Shannon Womack is the real name behind the multi-state nursing fraud scheme. Womack is accused of using 20 aliases and 7 social security numbers to get jobs at nursing homes.
Damn. Let's rewind this again, yo. Damn.
She went by dozens of names, but police say Shannon Womack is the real name behind the multi-state nursing fraud scheme. Womack is accused of using 20 aliases and 7 social security numbers to get jobs at nursing homes and
Woo.
rehab facilities, despite her lack of qualifications. Investigators say she stole the identities of real nurses, even setting up a fake staffing agency to hire herself.
Yo, this chick. So let's sit and digest this shit. She set up a fake. So two things, right? This is a total waste of talent. She set up a fake staffing agency by herself, and two things. She was able to get the job, and she set up a whole business by herself. Why didn't she just do it legit? Why didn't she just do this legit? Do you know how much energy it takes to set up? I got I got maybe friends and family that try to set up like nursing businesses. You know how much energy and time it takes to set up a real one? You still got to do the legwork to set up a fake one. So let's rewind this back. Yo, this is wild.
By dozens of names, but police say Shannon Womack is the real name behind the multi state nursing fraud scheme. Womack is accused of using 20 aliases and 7 social security numbers to get jobs at nursing homes and rehab facilities, despite her lack of qualifications. Investigators say she stole the identities of real nurses, even setting up a fake staffing agency to hire herself.
So she was picking up the phone and transferring those employment jobs and careers to herself.
In Pennsylvania alone, she was fired from 9 facilities, often after being accused of stealing medication like oxycodone.
She was perpetrating not only a fraud, but not providing the care that was needed.
During a traffic stop, police say she provided 3 fake names.
Damn, so yo, she's scamming and drug dealing. Scamming, skimming, and drug dealing.
Self.
So she was picking up the phone and transferring those employment jobs and careers to herself.
Yo, let this soak in, right? She was picking up so I guess when somebody had a contract, yo, this chick is smart, but she's smart. She's like dumb smart, right? Some people, some people have this scammers mindset. They're really smart, but something tells them to always scam all the time. I'm sure you know people like that. Something tells them to always finesse, even when they don't have to finesse. Do you know how much work all the work that she did finessing? She could have just did open up a real agency and did some light selling instead of finessing to get contracts. So I'm gonna repeat that again. Miss Womack right here. I think that's the name of a singer too. I think Bobby or Billy Womack, something like that. Miss Womack right here. She had the ability to do all of this legal. It takes a lot of work. Just to use 20 aliases takes a lot of work. 7 social security numbers, because she had to get the names and the socials. That's a lot of work. And to formulate the business and run she's basically doing too much work. You using 20 aliases. You gotta form the business to even do this. Do you know how much work it takes to just form the business under your name? So you gotta find the names, then formulate the business to create the whole scam. It's like a whole, not a Ponzi scheme, but it's just a whole Womack scheme. They should call this the Womack scheme.
In Pennsylvania alone, she was fired from 9 facilities, often after being accused of stealing medication like oxycodone.
She was perpetrating not only a fraud, but not providing the care that was needed.
During a traffic stop, police say she provided 3 fake names. Only after fingerprinting did they uncover her true identity. They say her vehicle was packed with patient logs, drug paraphernalia, and equipment from
She tried to scam the cops.
multiple facilities. At the time, she was wanted in 4 states on charges related to fraud and impersonating a nurse. Officials
Damn.
say she may have started the scheme during the pandemic to take advantage of hospitals.
Yo, during the pandemic, this chick was really getting away with murder because remember, all of the nurses were quitting during the pandemic.
In desperate need of nurses.
During that COVID time, they got hit hard and they needed help. So it wasn't uncommon for these different residence locations, agencies to reach out to host agencies and say, we need some extra shifts filled.
The nursing shortage hasn't let up. Nearly 140,000 have left the workforce since 2022, and 40% of those working today say they intend to leave the job in the next 5 years.
So look, 40 40%. So it's 39.9% of nurses that are like either like nurses or working at nursing homes in that field. 40% of them say they want to quit their job. So it's not a desirable job. They don't really pay a lot. Like these nursing homes and home care jobs, they only pay between maybe 10 and $15 an hour. You know what I mean? At most. So they don't these jobs don't really pay a lot. Now, Miss Womack, her ass is definitely going to jail. Let me put it back on the screen. She definitely get the trap of the year. She get the scammer of the year. Scammer of the month at least. Definitely get the scammer of the month award, right? Now, she had so Womack, right? The young lady on the screen, she had 20 aliases, right? How do you do a 20? She had 20 aliases. She used 7 social security numbers. She set a fake business up legitly. How so listen to this. She set a fake business up the legit way. Because to set a business up, you have to know how to set a business up, right? So she used fake names and aliases to formulate a real business so she can do an elaborate scheme and scam. 7 social security numbers, and she got fired from multiple she was so not only is she skimming and scamming the money, she's stealing drugs from the medical facilities. And she got fired from multiple facilities for stealing drugs. Now, I'm gonna ask you this. Do you think she is the only person doing this? I guarantee you she's not the only, especially the stealing drugs part. I guarantee you she's not the only person doing this. You know what I mean? Now, she used 20 aliases, yo. I guarantee you it's somebody else out there doing this. Now, unfortunately, she will be going to jail for this because you made the news. Especially if you make hood action news, you definitely going to jail for this. But that is really was really wild to me is that this young lady formulated a real business. So she formulated a real legit business. You use your superpowers for evil, and that's what you get. It's people, look, a lot of people out there don't even know how to formulate a business. So that means she actually knew how to formulate a business and scam within the fake formulation. So she's a double, triple down smart scammer. You know what I mean? So she was good at that, but not too good because she's going to jail. But that's wild to me that you know what I mean? You know how to do it legit. A lot of people do scams like that because they don't know how to legitly um formulate a business and stuff like that. They don't want to go through those steps. But that's crazy, yo. Now, it's a lot of people scamming and there's a lot of people killing. Now, unfortunately, we got a lot of killers in this lineup. So it's a lot of killers in this lineup today. I'm saying tonight like it's actually nighttime. It's 11 o'clock. I'm saying tonight. So it's a lot of criminals. What Wu Tang say back in the day? Criminals.